Okay, so we are back while he's finishing his dinner here. Picks and bans have got started. We have the same band so far for each team: the Zareth, Soraka, the Cho'Gath, and the Orianna. Let's see if they want to separate any of these bands. And nope, there's the Caitlyn yet again. So it looks like TSB on the blue side this time going to stick with their same first three bands that they had in last game. And we'll see if they first pick in the Lulu again on this side. Or if Outbreak bans the Lulu. Nope, they're getting rid of Jarvan. So Gnar is still left up. The Lulu is still left up. I mean, apparently Tristana and Jinx got, are still left up. Now, if you think about it, Tristana could have, if the 80 carries were swapped, Tristana could have gotten the resets just like Jinx did too. So, it was a very great play on the side of Juki, and I think it was more of that type of champion than necessarily Jinx specifically. But I think it was really the Lulu that fully enabled that to happen, and there's that first pick Lulu coming on the side of Darth Naor.
Spankbank. I had to get another thing of sauce.
Well, Sejuani was left up, and this picks around, so that locked in by Zuilius, and Aurelian Soulmate actually going to be playing some Xayah this game. And maybe we'll see a Rakan picked up on the side of Melody. But before that, we got to see what TSB is going to lock in for the rest of their top half of the draft here. Shay, that is a very different style than we saw last game.
Is that Kyoshi or Arethius?
No. It's going to be Kyoshi or Arethius. And they're going completely different. They had tank and a steady, easy mid laner. Now they're like, nope, we don't want Corki. We don't want tank top laner. We're going carry top and
scaling mid.
Yeah, he's got wave clear. I don't know. I think if you're going to go scaling mid, there's better options right now. Unless, Korean Marksman, if he's more comfortable with the Victor.
Maybe in the meta, a lot of the mid laners are, not really super scaling. They're mostly like these mid game burst mages or control mages. Victor Syndra. Syndra's gonna push him in.
No Victor games for him this season.
I think the biggest issue I was getting my spaghetti. Lulu was left open. So
they traded Sejuani for Lulu.
They stuck with the same band, so that makes me think that it doesn't matter which one they leave up. They're always going to prioritize Lulu for Darth.
No, yes.
Oh, you're saying they traded
Sejuani for Lulu.
But I think you can predict that TSB would have just taken Lulu. Banning Ropey's Lee Sin. That's actually a pretty good ban.
Yeah, some early aggressive junglers banned with the Jarvan, Ezreal, and Lee Sin, so maybe Ropey will be pushed off into a secondary invader as Sejuani does take a few levels to get it going.
So they banned Soraka and they banned Janna. I'm actually surprised. Are they going to go for the Rakan here?
No, they get rid of Rumble, some AP, carry top lane action. What does you mad dude want to run into Jace?
Not Renekton. He's probably just going to grab Gnar again. He's probably going to last pick his pick. This is going to be support. Soma, yep. Another Egro support. I'm surprised that they didn't go for the Xayah just because of the prowess in that lane. But if they pick Xayah, they're going to get focused pretty hard. And they're going to have, Outbreak's going to have to change their entire style of play, where they have to actually focus bot lane, and that's not what they do. So it's probably a better thing that they didn't pick Rakan.
Juki going to go with the Kog'Maw this game, so no resets coming out from either one of these 80 carries, but a lot of damage.
comes the... This is the jungle pick. Unless it's Jace jungle, in which case we're all thrown for a loop, because I... Okay. Huh.
My friend runs Jace jungle.
I didn't know Kiyoshi played Jace. Nope. It is Jace jungle, I was right.
Jace jungle. Oh,
what's happening?
Okay,
right, well...
so Jace jungle. Let me break this down. Some experience of watching my friend do this, usually while intoxicated. So, melee form is you basically and you can swap forms to run around faster, and you need blue buff. Basically, they want to Ezreal, but not as easy to hit because when you go into lane, you gotta shock blast your way in there. So you can speed up. It's really good in the long lanes, and you have some type of engage if you can you're in cannon form. You fire your Q, E as you run through it, and then you get the engage, right, and the damage, and you get the knockback into your teammates, so you have a little bit of hard CC. But, I mean, you have some poke. It kind of works. It's a surprise pick. It's kind of cheesy. It's really funny as you do a run-by gank, you just EQ the mid laner from the side bush, and you take out 20% of their health, and then you just go back to your jungle.
So, looking at the team comps, the biggest thing is that I noticed that there isn't a lot of peel on TSB. Absolutely no peel. They got a shit ton of damage, but no peel.
Yeah, there's no peel.
They got Lulu.
But Lulu's not really a peeler.
She's an enhancer, buffer.
Yeah, I mean, glitter lance.
Her job is to make sure Kagama doesn't die.
Yeah.
And the rest of them are we're on our own. A very stable team comp from Outbreak, and they are going to go with the Renekton in top lane. That is his best champion. That's his number one. I think Ballman's in the chat saying they could have just taken Tristana or something like that, and I agree. They could have just picked an AD carry with more mobility, since it was available. Are you saying Jace jungle can't deal? No, I'm just saying that. No, it can't.
So what you do with Jace? So once you get on the Jace jungle pick here, it's like Ezreal. Your early aggression, you're just flying out of the gate with that early damage. You get into basically the same items that you normally get on Jace, but you think you have that additional range. You have to play it slightly differently, not like an assassin, but not like a bruiser, like a mix between the two, but with the long range poke as the start of your combo, right? The normal lane combo that you see, the shock blast through the gate into the Q, the E, and the W. You can do all of that, but if you can do it all in a very small window, especially you can clear faster, you have a little bit more AoE damage than Ezreal does. You have an easier time taking chickens and wolves and Krugs and such, because you do have area effect damage. So the attack, and it's once again the ability. Jace can't go over walls other than his Q onto something he can attack with his Q, but he can run around the jungle faster because of his he changes forms and running through the gate. His mana dependency, though, when doing so, means he's a lot more dependent upon blue buff. Maybe he will, but with the new changes now to the smitems, he should be able to get more mana back while going through the jungle. I'm excited to see it. My friend, he plays crazy stuff out of the jungle all the time, so
I'm excited to see whether Jace builds tier.
No,
I don't think he should. I think he should literally copy Ezreal's build, except instead of Trinity Force, he'll just build Ghostblade.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah,
that's what I'm expecting.
It's gonna be cheaper than the Ezreal build too.
Yeah, so he's gonna hit his power spikes a little bit better. I think his farm might be a little bit better because he'll be healthier. Not that Ezreal is very unhealthy. It's just I think it's more of a he can't kite the camps as well, but he can take the camps better.
He has gone for the Storm Raiders as well. So
yeah, that's
we're looking at it here.
He wants to kill someone at level 3.
Yeah, yes, he does. So let's break down the team comps here. So for TSB on the blue side, we got Kiyoshi up top playing the Gnar in this matchup. He faced it last game. Reformed Ropey in the jungle on the Jays. We'll be following him around probably much. Steel, get ready. Just lock in Ropey there for the first few levels while no one cares what the minions do at level 1. Korean Marksman on this Victor in the mid lane. Juki on Kog'Maw, AD carry. Darth Nahor on support Lulu. Okay, Outbreak. You lost the first game. Let's bring it in game 2 so we can send it to a game 3. You mad dude up top, Armor Nectin, trying to bully his way to a top lane victory. Zuelius taking the OP Sejuani jungle, coming out. Aurelius on the side of Syndra mid lane. He's the one with Ignite this matchup. Well, I guess he had Ignite on Ahri last match as well. Aurelian Soulmate on the Xayah, and Melody playing Sona in bot lane. She still have like 500 health, Sona. Yeah, we got 483 health. That's like a cannon minion.
So they're both fanning out. No one wants to give up. Again, a lot of what our teams do in PC is they play pretty safe. They don't have aggressive level 1s.
They should. I disagree. Outbreak should be totally aggressive right now.
And just they definitely should be.
You gotta set Jace jungle back the best that you can, so you don't have this early aggression. Expect a red to wolves to blue, maybe even a red to blue to scuttle crab to gank.
Look at Gnar. Gnar's getting vision. Gnar's just making sure that no invade happens, because that is that blue buff that you were talking about that Jace really does need. He wants the stronger leash, though.
You gotta go to melee form there. There we go. So Jace headed off on his jungle time. Good Jace skin, too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Good skins go all around. So
fancy. I have the Dark Lord one, but...
Now, this bot lane's a little bit more meta. Well, the Xayah is going to be able to really push in this Kog'Maw, don't you think?
Not with Lulu there. Sona Xayah should own the lane, but I mean there shouldn't be any kills unless without jungler intervention. And again, I think that's just the play style.
Now Jace is almost finished blue as Sejuani's just now getting the red, but is completely out of mana. So you got to go to melee form, Ropey. If you're in melee form, you can get mana back if you have on those auto attacks. So let's see if he goes and takes the scuttle crab there.
He's ganking mid.
He's ganking mid. Shock blast runs right through it, but there's a knockback on Syndra. Super easy disengage. He didn't lead with a Q. He should have done that. As Zuelius is going to use that time to take scuttle crab, and now Jace is going to be sad Hammerman. Going
so
back.
That was the first power gank of Jace. First time he showed on the map. Bot lane is safe to know that they're not going to get, shockwave blasted out of the jungle.
Oh, great combo by you, Mad Dude. Getting Gnar super low in this lane where range should be an advantage.
Sona is a very good laner because her damage is pretty high. And she can heal and she can just roll her face across the keyboard and support. But I think the enhancements from Lulu will make her the target, and let's see if
and there is the polymorph onto Lulu, Sona, and there's Jace through the thing, and the pullback, and Flash is burnt by multiple people, and the heal once again. Melody using the sums to escape. Excellent job as Flash for Flash burn, but so is that extra heal. Good job. And Ignite burn in mid lane as it looks like Aurelius is actually going to pick up first blood on the Korean Marksman's Victor.
And that's just a pressure Oh, look at Kogma's damage.
Kogma, but there's the root coming up, but there's the polymorph just in time. We'll see if the
Barrier.
heal burnt on the side of Lulu. Flash in by Kogma, one last stun, and down goes Sona. Squishy Sona, as Jace is here to help, kind of push the wave out before he heads home.
So that's nothing out of the ordinary. We do expect these matchups to go this way, where Aurelion Sol and Melody just kind of get outclassed by Juki and Darth, just based off experience and jungler focus, I should say. But something that I disapprove of is the fact that they did pick this aggressive lane. So they picked this a lane where they don't get shoved really hard, so they're constantly pushing because they have better wave clear, better poke. Which opens them up to gank. So if they're gonna do this, I feel like they actually should just pick up a sight stone or something, so that they get some sort of vision, so that doesn't happen again.
Well, an easy gank here on the side of Outbreak as Victor pushed up too far forward, tried to cleanse the stun there from Sejuani, but Syndra level 6, easy peasy.
And that's exactly what I expected Game 1 to go like. I expected Arethius to just kind of pop off. Obviously, I was wrong.
Well, Lulu's now being caught out in the jungle, trying to get on some wards, and there's one stun into 2 stun. That's nice flash by Darth there to escape, but we're going to go up top here as the engage from the Jace onto Renekton, and we'll see what the knockback, but there's the stun and the Gnar ult. You got Gnarred.
That comes from a fact that Speed wants the 1v1 over and over, and Kyoshi will never take it. Speed's like, I can handle this 1v1 easy, so he's sending his jungler elsewhere. And Ropey goes, alright, well, if the jungler's not going to be on this side of the map, we'll just punish him. It's just greed by Speed.
That meant that Lulu, because of the back, meant that Kog'Maw had to spend some solo time down in bot lane and has now dropped about 20 CS below this Xayah. Does have an assist to his name. Both of them have gone the Relic Shield.
He's got a big wave. He's got a big wave. He should be okay with Lulu back here. I don't know, not if he tanks the whole wave.
Yeah, well, he did get a lot of chip damage in onto the Xayah, but there's the heal support for you on the Sona, as Lulu is 200 gold up on her, so the race to first place is the race to Aurelion Sensor. Or Ardent Sensor. I just said Aurelion Sensor. What is going on? Not sure where that came from.
You also call the Cinder Nami Cinder.
Oh, geez. Well, that doesn't matter. So we see Jace with the knockback here, and is going to able to finish off with the W faster than the Sejuani, because he gets a gate to run through and clear out the pink ward as Syndra had come down. Victor had backed. The 2 deaths on Victor right now, really losing pressure in this mid lane, allowing relatively easy control for the side of Outbreak. And she comes again. Giant poor row over the wall. And there's Syndra dropping, and here's another ball, and full combo!
That's exactly...
No, both of these mages are immobile, and Syndra hasn't had the blow flash at all yet, as the Jace has been more successful ganking in top and bot, as we see a full engage here on the side of you mad dude, but Kyoshi has the... I don't know if that ult was required, but we will find out. If Gnar went to Mega Form, I think it is required, so not quite there yet, as... Auto cam goes back to bot lane. We'll see if we go for engage. There's the flash and engage before Mega Gnar can come out. So down goes Gnar.
You notice Sejuani's up here this time for the aggressive play. He wants to make sure Speed either gets ahead or gets the back safely.
Yeah, the back safely I think is the more...
Juki was up there. Or not Juki, Ropey was up there.
Yep. And it looks like we have a little bit of a stall action going on here. A little bit more kills going on in this matchup than the last one. Oh no, Aurelius. He's waiting in a bush. He's just like, okay, I'm just gonna take my time.
Yeah, I think I'm surprised that nothing has been done about the Infernal Drake, and I think that has to do with the fact that Outbreak's bot lane has priority because they have better wave clear. So, like, in order to get that Infernal, one, they have to gank bot lane so that bot lane can get ahead. And then by the time they do that, it might just be better to just take the turret. So, like, when are they going to be able to take this Drake? Because...
Well, Jace has only been down here 4 times as that engage again, that combo, and there's the Ninja Tabi. As Nar's actually going to try and run this one out. He's got his little mini hyper form going.
Yeah, you're seeing that Kiyoshi is not afraid of speed. He's not afraid to actually, flare the mastery, which is kind of annoying. But he's not afraid to actually take it to him. I think he's very comfortable on the Gnar. Whereas last game, you noticed that Ropey was up here every 2 minutes.
Jace has walked into this bottom bush. We'll see. Looks like just being there, protection, so they can get their back off. But Victor almost to the point where he can start, clearing the whole minion wave. But it's gotten, 90% of his tower taken to do so.
Flaring that mastery.
Apparently, everyone has mastery keybinded to like everything in this league.
I don't know. Unless you mastery 7, you probably shouldn't, or mastery 4, because that one's the funniest. You probably shouldn't be spamming it.
And that's going to be a easy dragon take with the backlane, enemy backlane backing. Jace gone to the jungle. And a fire drake taken, so very nice on the side. Syndra's going to absolutely love this in this matchup against Victor, who probably should have stopped building his Hex Store item and maybe for a bench feat.
He has to get the first one, otherwise he actually can't clear the wave. Which is the roughest part for Victor. So, but now he's in a lane where he gets one shot by a combo.
Yeah. Well, Jace going to come in and try and help.
Jace come here, yeah.
Yep. And Jace has just the upgraded, jungle item here with the warrior. So, no actual health. I mean, do you
able to do his thing?
In a hex drinker? Do you go for the new Sterix gauge because you can only use it half the time?
I think Jace is gonna get a serrated dirt regardless of what he wants to do. He's gonna build either Ghostblade or Dustblade, and then get some cooldown. Or he might even go into the Black Cleaver. I doubt it though. Doesn't seem like that would be his.
And
it's more expensive. It's an awkward buy now because of the Kindle gem.
Yeah.
Might as well just get the serrated dirk and the long swords.
So the craziness of this Jace pick has provided a little bit of action so far, but the aggression we wanted to see out of it has not pertained as much as we would have.
I mean, the biggest thing is that Syndra hasn't left mid lane. They got first tower mid. They're up 3k gold.
Oh, a full combo.
Oh boy.
And that took half of the Sejuani's health. Too bad there's,
the Sona
right there and a Cinta right behind her. Syndra's going to come in here, try and lay down as much damage as she can. Oh my gosh, but Lulu is just absolutely empowering this Kog'Maw and is just absolutely running Ruckshot 2v3. That was crazy how much damage Kog'Maw's doing. He doesn't even have a completed item yet.
Art Sensor is a completed item.
Fair enough.
It's basically the same thing as having a Bloodthirster. Like, come on. That's what the professional commentators used to compare it to before it got adjusted a little bit. It was basically like giving your AD carry a Bloodthirster at an early levels, which is crazy. I think if Jace is going to go on the Sejuani like he did, they're going to get punished for that in team fights. But I do think that if they can't properly secure CC this Kog'Maw, they're all gonna die. Like you just saw it there. Oh, here we go.
Well, here comes a teleport and instant polymorph as Lulu is going to dash away. Kog'Maw's just going to dump out as much damage as it can as Lulu tries to escape. Not going to happen. We'll see if Cathy and the Surprise is going to take out the something. Nope, doesn't even go for CS. And with that teleport, this is going to be another second tower here, probably for Outbreak, as no one's going to be able to defend it. Gnar going to try and counter up top, but not any damage done on that. Sejuani is going to prevent Jace from taking the Rift Herald, and there's the ult into that, and he's able to escape, but not looking good for TSB after a pretty much clean game 1.
Like I said, I think that's a lot to do with they got this bot lane on something that's not really their style, but at least they can hold lane and still be kind of safe. And they could have wave pressure, and that's the big thing. They were able to get that early Infernal, and he's setting it.
Yep. You didn't even ignite him that time. He's just like, oh, I got this.
He did flash for it.
He did. Victor had the flash as well, and didn't even land the full combo on the side of Syndra. So that's terrifying. So
something that you do see is that TSB was trying to make these aggressive plays where they go for ganks and they go for Rift Herald, and now because their waves or their lanes are just losing, Outbreak can just walk in and take what they want.
Like Gnar.
Reset. Feels bad. Well, Gnar and the Rift Herald.
Well, don't let it reset. They'll have Renekton down here.
They're going to take the tower instead.
Okay, well, yeah, Renekton's going to bail on that one, so...
Is he being biased again? What else is new?
Xayah taking some tower shots here. Clear the minion waves. Get...
I mean, she's got a soda there. She's not going to die.
Yeah. Interesting that... Sorry, just a real quick question. Melody is 2 games in a row now gone for boots. Oh, Before the Sightstone. You meant... Or I guess, no, last game, the... Darth Nahor went for the boots instead of the Sightstone.
This is a speed. You're getting a little greedy. First of all, if Darth ever is by himself on a map, just know that the whole team is probably around him. He's Lulu. He's not going to do anything by himself. Like, if he's getting vision, he's probably not going to be out of position too far.
Oh, but here comes Sejuani, and there's one stun, no, and Lulu Alton just going to be enough to keep them alive, but not enough through the ignite.
And this is the issue with picking a carry jungler in this meta, is that the enemy team can just blow you up. Like, that's what I think. I think like having your tank slots in the correct position is really important. You have a 1-tank comp, you're not going to get any objectives by zoning that way.
Is this a carry problem, or is this a Jace problem?
No, because Jason top lane is fine. Jason mid lane is fine. The problem is when you put a carry jungler onto a team comp. Like right now in the meta, other than Ezreal, but Ezreal's kind of cheesy. Like, you put a tank, you want at least, like, most team comps that are really solid have 2 tanks. They have one in the top lane and one in the jungle. Because you want that E-girl support. Like, Galio mid can change that up, where you can go Ezreal jungle, or you can go a carry top lane. That's the thrill of Galio mid. But, like, right now, like, you don't really have tanks in the bot lane, so, like, you got to pick your tank somewhere else. And if you don't pick them, then you don't have that front line to try to walk yourself into a team fight or walk yourself into the jungle to get vision. Because they just get blown up if you do. And what you just saw there, even though they weren't even getting vision, he was just clearing a camp.
Well, the 2 Infernal Drakes here are going to be really impactful as we see someone being set up. But here comes Narb. Nice disengage from Morales. And there's the flash. Mega Gnar going to miss as Jace is going to pick up the Rift Herald. But now Gnar is mini. And here comes Sona. And a nice 2-man make him dance. And Kog'Maw does get the ult. But there's the pullback coming up. But Syndra blowing everything. Down goes the AD carry. Everyone lives on the side of Outbreak. And Renekton. Okay, but... Renekton, he's getting his alligator shoes going because he's taking towers down at bot lane.
Yeah, this is classic speed. he's just gonna win the game by himself. His team is gonna kind of have to figure it out.
Well,
one of the things that I said was the biggest thing is mid lane. Game 1, mid lane didn't go in Outbreak's favor. Outbreak lost the game. Game 2, Outbreak's mid laner 7-0. There's a clear advantage in the game based off that mid pressure. And you're even seeing the bot lane from Outbreak actually doing much better than they did last game.
Sona's been able to actually finally surpass Lulu in the last little bit here with all of these tower takes here. As at 20 minutes basically a minute ago last game, it was dead even within 0.1k gold. This game, it's 10. It's a 10k gold lead at 20 minutes. That's 2 Infernal Drakes on top of that. You mean, when your mid laner has 2 completed items and completed boots and is halfway to a 3rd completed item compared to the enemy mid laner who has 1.
And barely that. Because, like...
Oh Jace is going to summon and it's going to get canceled because he didn't clear the red ward.
So TSB looks distraught. Like, they're not sure. They're trying to make things happen. They're forcing. And then things are getting countered. And they're like, all right, we got to stop being proactive. Victor is getting chased down by Renekton, while Baron is getting taken. Like, there's nothing that TSB can actually do.
There are red wards everywhere as well.
Oh yeah, like this isn't a game that's been won by vision, but it's a game that's been won by having the pressure to be able to get that strong vision.
Last match
namely
was
through Arethios.
Last match was super close, and then an explosive couple of team fights ended the game super quickly. This match has been steadily at like a 45-degree incline on the side of Outbreak. Let's see if they can close it out, because eventually
they do get outscaled here.
Can catch up.
Yeah, you're right. They do get outscaled here. The problem is, even if you do get outscaled, there is no front line for this card. It's Gnar, who's tank half the time, if that, and then you have a backline Jace, a backline Victor, a backline support mage. Kiyoshi, there's a lot rested on your shoulders to tank everything. If you guys want to win this game.
Well, we'll see how it plays out. We're going to have Renekton back in that bot lane as Aurelius is setting up for another pick with the help of Aurelius in the jungle here. Kog'Maw trying to lay about a little bit out of vision, but down goes the stun and complete ult. And the mid laner trades ults with the support. I actually was going to say that's going to be in favor of the Lulu right now because she didn't die.
Yeah, definitely. She's still able to support her Kog'Maw. If she would have died there, I think that there's no way that they can defend this tower right here when Lulu comes up. However, Renekton's on the bottom and hit turret.
Yeah, Victor's not enough damage to go through and take anything out here, as Gnar can't prevent this Renekton, who's a level up as well, from taking this. So now Jace is going to go down, so we're going to have a 4v3 up top, a 1v1, because I guess Jace is going back to base. We're going to see what happens.
So the thing that's crazy is that Kiyoshi is 60 CS behind in a favorable matchup. Like, that just tells you the prowess that Speed has on this champion. And Kiyoshi's Gnar is good, too. Like, ooh, you are a frontline Syndra.
Yes, and so much damage coming out. Well, when you're at the point where she is, I don't think it particularly matters.
She can take some chances. She can take some chances. It's called a heat check. That's what I always call it when you dive in. Like, you just sit on the front line as Kog'Maw.
Yeah, just kind of see where it is. So we have 2 inhibitors going down on the side of Outbreak, or 4 Outbreak. TSB's inhib's gone down. Some good vision. Ocean Drake coming up. Looks like they'll maybe clean this up. Baron had despawned and then just sort of siege it down bottom. Anything else coming out from Lenny? you know,
I mean,
Alamo plays coming out from TSB in this.
Ropey hasn't even finished his second item. Like, Gnar hasn't finished his second item. Kog'Maw did go for the Merc Treads. I think that was a very good buy if he's going to try and stay alive in this fight. I think
Kog'Maw's the only one with 2 items.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. But he's also gotten the Relic Shield, and he's gotten, he's got some useless stuff. And he's also gotten fed all of the farm. He's also ahead, the only one who's ahead on NCS. I think if TSB is going to come back, it has to come from Arethius making a mistake and ulting the wrong character again. Like, if he gets a primary target with his ultimate, the game's probably over. If he gets Lulu and Lulu doesn't die like before, then I think TSB can string a lot of those mistakes together and maybe amount to comeback.
Now the wave clear, Jace has okay wave clear, but burns a lot of mana doing it. Victor can clear cannon, or the caster minions. Kog'Maw does have Hurricane, but we're going to have, double supers here.
If Victor wasn't so far behind, I would say that their wave clear is fine. Especially with the Kog'Maw plus with the Hurricane. Gnar's got good wave clear. Oh my. That's a tank. That's your tank. We got half health by one ability.
But there went the Syndra ult and the Sejuani ult, but Gnar's going to go in and try and get a stun here as it's going to happen out as we see some damage just coming out, but there is the redemption, and that's not going to man. Stone's going to land, and all's coming out from everyone on the side of Outbreak just to force them back. Picked up kills on Gnar, Jace, and Lulu, and with that, this is going to be the end of Game 2 in favor of Outbreak. Pretty dominating performance, top to bottom, left to right. I guess technically they went from the right side to the left side in this one.
Well, this was a game where we're looking at Korean marksman and we're saying why. Like, he picked the Victor, which you even like. I like Victor; he's one of my favorite players. But like, he isn't in meta. They picked a scaling mid.
They picked it blind too.
They picked it blind, which is Victor is historically one of the best blind picks in competitive league. But he constantly got picked, whether that was via gank, strong gank by Zwei, or he just got Syndra pushed her skill button and killed him, which is R, and then just killed him. Like, we saw where he got so far behind, and he still, like, what did he do that game? He didn't really do anything other than kill minions. I think his damage is probably